Yeah, hello everybody. This is a real short tutorial on getting the Proctorio proctored test function set up for your Blackboard quizzes, tests, or analyses. So this will work for any class where you're using Proctorio. First things first, you need to be using Chrome, the Chrome browser. So I'm circling this down here at the bottom of my screen, the Chrome browser, either on a PC or on a Mac in order to use Proctorio. That just has to be. There's two ways that you can get yourself set up with this. One, if you go to Blackboard itself, our home page right here, you'll see right top and center on the home page is setting up Proctorio, and if you go ahead and click this link, it's going to take you to a YouTube video, and you can go ahead and walk your way through this. Just to cut to the chase, let me go ahead and show you. So if you go into Chrome itself and you type in Proctorio extension, that was the search I put in right here. It's an extension for the Chrome browser. So go ahead and click on that, and it's just going to walk you through this process. So you have to be using Chrome. Done. I did it from Chrome, so that got a hit here. I've already installed it on mine, so it says done right here, but it would give you just the option of installing it. There's really no selections to make. You just install it, and then you would get it done right here, and you're done. You're ready to go there. Alright, next you want to go back into Blackboard, and now you're going to go ahead and deploy it in Blackboard. I've got a little scenario set up right here. I've got a shell that I haven't actually put anything in yet, and I've got a little test module that I made up right here that has a little test that we're going to be working with. So the way you want to work with Proctorio within Blackboard is go to wherever you're going to have everything, lessons, lecture, lab, whatever you call your main folder over here, and put in this right here. You want to go ahead and put Proctorio. So I'm going to go over to my Tools menu right here, and I'm going to scroll down to Secure Exam Proctor, and you have to type that exact same set of 3 words here. Secure Exam Proctor, with each word capitalized. It's sensitive to that, case sensitive. Make sure that it's available to viewers. This is for you, really, to prove that it's installed. And hit Submit. And now you see this here. Once this is here, anything you do in Blackboard that is a test or a quiz or anything like that, you can apply the Proctor to if you want to. Alright? So now we're going to go into this test module right here. And I've got this short little test right here. I'll just click on it so we can see it's a little test. I'm not going to actually begin it yet because I want to edit its settings. Alright? So yeah, I've already made it in advance. It just has one question. I'm going to go to Edit the Test Settings. All right. And we've got our usual stuff right here. If you want help with how to set up, general rules for setting up a quiz or a test in Blackboard with the Blackboard choices right here, we can cover that in a separate tutorial. What I want to go down and show you is that once you have installed Proctorio, you'll get a new setting right down at the bottom right here that won't be present until you've installed the Proctorio icon there in your lesson thing, and that's the remote proctoring. All right, so we're going to go ahead and select remote proctoring. And I've gone ahead and saved some profiles right here, so I've got two. I've got my regular Pfeiffer test settings, which is what I'm going to show y'all, and then I've got a stricter variety that I'm experimenting with. And you want to save your profile once you've done one. There's no way to transfer this that I found from one person to another, so if you just want to replicate what I've got. And notice I've gone ahead and selected everything. Recording options, let's record video, record audio, record screen, web traffic, intelligent scan. We want to lock down their browser, so select all of these things right here. Moderate lockdown means, and I actually usually go ahead and select severe. I'm going to severe. I don't want them changing their screen once they're in a quiz or a test. Only one screen, no new tabs. They're all fairly self-evident right here. And then prevent re-entry. No re-entry. Yeah. So these are the settings I actually want. I don't know why those were off. Anyway, here we go. So we'll go ahead and select all of these. Verification options. Let's go ahead and verify video. That's your main tool right here. Audio, so you can hear what's going on in the background. And then verify their desktop. All right. And then I also choose Auto ID check. So if they'll just hold up their ID to the camera, that as a way of ensuring that they are them. And you're also seeing their face because you've got the video right here. So once you get to know your students, this will all work fairly well. You can choose to do this or not to do this, anything you want. But these are my suggestions. All right, go ahead and make these quiz tools available. The calculator and the whiteboard makes sense. Okay, and you could select a basic calculator if you want, or a scientific. It just depends on the situation. Okay. And then Proctorio behavioral settings. This is the more finicky stuff right here. You can set these various frame metrics. If they're trying to navigate away from a page, don't let that happen. I don't. Keystrokes, relatively easy on the keystroke analysis. This is a way for computers to detect if the same person is using the keyboard in the same way from one instance to another. Copy and paste, obviously blocked. Head and eye movement, blocked. We don't want them looking aside. A whole bunch. It doesn't stop them, but it's going to flag that information. Browser resize, audio levels, multiface, leaving the room. You can see all of these right here. And leaving the room should also be, why are you locked? Oh, it's locked by the administrator. That's why that's off. We don't have any control over this for some reason. And so go ahead and check these boxes off right here. All right. Audio levels, head and eye movement. This is an important one. Does another face enter the screen? We don't want that to be occurring right here. Exam collusion. This checks when two people are doing the same thing at the same time. Checks for similarities in what they're doing right here. So there is a collusion feature which I've activated as well. So I'll just scan through these right here, and these are the settings you want to set up. All right. So there's our there's our recording options, select all of them. There's our lockdown options, select all of them. Verification, don't do the signature because then this means that they've got to have a touch screen, which not a lot of our students will have that necessarily. Give them whatever tools you want. Behavioral settings, as it says right here, we've gone custom. You can also go with, the recommended levels right here or lenient, and I encourage you to, to explore these, but here's my setup, all right? We can take those metrics to these levels right here. I've taken some of these right over into the red. I don't want them occurring. And then these selections down below right here. All right. And finally, technical abnormalities, we want to collect that. And so once we've done all of that, we want to submit that. So I'm submitting it to an existing saved profile. And so now we've added Proctorio specifically to this quiz. So now it says testing Proctorio and it says remotely proctored. So when the student goes in here, they're going to have to be using the Chrome browser with the Proctorio extension that they will install as well, just like you did. That's all they have to do. Get Chrome, get the Chrome extension installed, and then access Blackboard via Chrome, and it will handle itself from there. Okay, that's it.